So all new for 2018, there's a brand new Honda Accord in town. And I've never been a really big fan of the Honda Accord. It's safe, it's reliable, I'm sure it's got great resale value. It's a car you in the past could have for 15 years and still get $6,000-$7,000 out of it with 150,000 miles on it. But what is it that I like about this new Accord? And really what it came down to is Honda didn't forget those of us who enjoy driving a manual transmission. Whether you go with a 1.5 liter or the 2 liter, you can get a 6-speed manual. Now, if you go to 1.5, you can also get the CVT, which is the same money. And if you go with the 2 liter, you can get the 10-speed automatic. Now, the 10-speed automatic is going to give you heated seats, where if you get the 6-speed manual, you will not get heated seats. So that part I really don't like, and they are the same exact money, and that's not really fair. Apparently, if you drive a manual transmission, you don't like a nice warm butt. But other than that, I like the sport model. It's not going to break the bank, and the fit and finish is great, and you're going to get some looks from the street. Why not? So stick with me while we check out the 2018 Honda Accord. So the 2018 mid-sized Honda Accord is all new, and it features new sheet metal from just about every angle, while giving us 5 trim levels, starting with the LX model at a base price of $23,520, featuring things like a 7-inch touchscreen, Honda sensing, or basically safety, push-button start, Bluetooth, these 17-inch wheels, and a multi-angle backup camera. So skipping over the Sport for a moment, we jump to the EX model, which has a base price of about $27,500, and the EXL model has a base price of about $30,000. Now both cars share the same wheels, but the EX only comes with a 1.5, and the EXL you can get a 1.5 or the 2 liter, and of course they have their special touches. Now from there we jump into the Touring model, which has a base price of $33,800, and I really like these 19-inch wheels that are on here. They really kind of set the car off is a little bit tougher than I would have imagined. But of course you're getting, all the luxury touches along with a 450 watt premium audio sound system, available navigation, driver seat memory, and of course you have these standard leather trimmed seats with their perforation, and you've got this faux leather trim or wood grain look to it, which is actually kind of nice, I think. So the Sport starts off with a 1.5 liter direct injection single scroll turbo, producing 192 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 192 foot-pounds of torque from 1,600 to 5,000 RPM. That's going to give you about 26 city and 35 highway. Now with a boost pressure of 20.2 psi and a curb weight of just under 3,200 pounds, you'll see a 0 to 60 time that's about 7.6 seconds, and a quarter mile time is just under 16 seconds. Now if you upgrade to the 2 liter option, it's a $4,600 option, and you are going to see a VTEC turbo 4-cylinder with 252 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and 273 foot-pounds of torque from 1,500 to 4,000 RPM. And that's going to give you about 22 city and 32 highway. Now with a boost pressure of 20.8 psi and a curb weight of just under 3,300 pounds, you should see 0 to 60 in about 6.2 seconds and a quarter mile time of about 14.8. So the Sport model starts off with a base price of $25,780. And it weighs in with options like Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, a 12-way power driver's seat, an 8-inch touchscreen, a 180-watt system with 8 speakers, sport pedals, chrome exhaust tips, a lip spoiler, and you're going to get a 1.5 with a 6-speed manual or the CVT with a sport mode. And if you upgrade for a few more bucks to the 2-liter, you can get the 6-speed manual or the 10-speed automatic. And you also get these really nice 19-inch wheels. Now it comes in colors like modern steel, platinum white, crystal black, San Marino red, still night pearl, or lunar silver. So as we make our way to the 2-liter turbo sport model, you have this nice carbon fiber faux accent on the door with some nice soft touch. You have these machine pedals. You have a 12-way adjustable seat with power lumbar. You have leather on the bolsters and on the headrest, and this nice cloth, supportive cloth, down the center, and this white contrast stitching. Now the steering wheel felt good, I thought, with a nice sport grips and all your connectivity. You have this sweeping gauge at startup, which is a very clean look to it. You have all your options that you can scroll through with the knob on the steering wheel. And you have all your connectivity there on the left, along with your cruise control, your lane assist, and radar guided cruise control button. You have carbon fiber, the trim that wraps all the way around, which is a good touch for these sport models, I think. You have just the right amount of aluminum touches, giving it a very clean look. And you have dual zone climate control. And you have a USB port there with a power outlet. Now this one has the 6-speed manual as standard, along with the parking brake and the Econ button there. You have these really deep cup holders for your coffee or your big gulp. And you have this padded armrest with its contrast stitching, and your connectivity with your power outlet in there. Now if you upgrade to the 10-speed automatic transmission, you have your cup holders to the right with your sport mode button, and you get a 3-stage heated seat with the automatic. Unfortunately, you do not get that with the manual transmission model. So you get a very easy to use 8-inch touchscreen. Of course, it has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You simply plug into the USB port, and suddenly you have all of your phone settings right at your fingertips, so that you can use the maps from your phone, as well as access to all of your audio, your messaging. It really makes life so much easier with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And of course, it was easy to use, easy to navigate, and the piano black finish was actually very classy for the touch. So every Honda Accord in 2018 comes with what they call Honda Sensing, which is stuff like collision avoidance, road departure warning, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, a traffic sign recognition system. So all of that's standard, and it's nice to know that you have those as an option on this car. So as we make our way to the back seat, all your materials carry over, and you have storage and a bottle holder. I had the front adjusted for a 6-foot adult, and I had loads of room. I thought I was in a much bigger car. And of course you have these nice vents for your passengers, as well as a map pocket. Now if you go with a 1.5 liter turbo model, you only get storage. You do not get rear vents for your passengers. But you do have this real nice soft touch, really soft touch center armrest with its cup holders. course, you have illumination. And the moonroof option is available on the 2-liter model. It is not available on the 1.5 turbo model. And you have a capless fuel filling system. Now, as we make our way to the trunk, it's a good sized trunk, of course, with a 60-40 split. And of course, you have a spare and your tools and jack. And you have your release handle for your 60-40 split. Now you have adjustable headrests for the front as well as the rear. Again, you have nice carbon fiber accents there, along with the really nice soft touch in white contrast stitching. Now you have a manual seat on the passenger side. Now, downside is I thought the glove box was a little on the small side, and it seems to hit you in the knees when it drops, but not a deal breaker. You of course have a sunglass container and illumination, along with a vanity mirror and a light. So no matter which model you choose, whether it be the 1.5 turbo or the 2-liter turbo with its 6-speed manual directly out of a Type R, you'll have all the room, all the safety, great depreciation, and resale value under $26,000 for a starting price. You almost can't go wrong. And I never would have guessed that. Thanks for watching.